Hey there. So this is an unstructured video about long distance slash virtual friendships, maintaining them, and just sort of like a brain dump about it altogether. Nothing too structured here. I think for me, post college, it's that a lot of friends I grew up with either end up moving back home or move to a large metropolitan city or go abroad or among many other factors. And with that, it's friendships naturally drift apart due to these different things. I think things that I tried to do to be proactive about it would be if everybody's back for the holidays, try to organize, say, like a hangout or say, like a day trip or many different other things. I had a friend where he ended up organizing a group like vacation towards like ski resort, which was really fun. But I think other ones would be you take like say like PTO among the same days of say other people and you try to schedule like a group vacation with one another. It's like that's like really expensive and it's not like a solve all, especially if in like this economy, but besides the point. But I think more affordable ones would be say like Jackbox or boot up like Minecraft or just like any video game end of the day. I know it's not like a replacement for just like the physical like presence of people end of the day, but those were just some things that I've done to try and maintain things. I think other ones would be I don't know the effectiveness of it at least, but sometimes it's just having say like one-on-ones with people where you just sort of like catch up about life and it's I think it's as deep as you want it to be. It could be surface level as like, oh, what TV shows, what movies, music, media you consumed in the last how much time you since you last spoke to them versus say goals they're working on or deeper conversations or different things that you make of it. I think I want to be more proactive in that as well. And I want this video to more so be me being proactive about it, looking back and sort of saying that I want to do this. As I think last year I was very more so her oriented and I made it so that I'd reach out to like X amount of people a week. Not a week, just like a number. And I don't see the value in that versus say just maintaining ones that you're really close to and trying to make it that's not a good way to put it, but it's like try to keep friends that you have really close and try to keep that spark that you had with them. But at the same time I recognize that sometimes friendships that just drift apart due to just circumstances out of everyone's control. Not like drama or anything, but sometimes people have like different interests or things don't exactly align with people's life anymore in terms of interest, having things to talk about among many other things. And it's just like no one's fault at the end of the day. But side tangent apart from that, I think there's not like a catch-all for what you're able to do to be able to be comfortable with more long distance friendships. I know different ones would be if people are visiting the city that you live in for whether it's like work, a conference, or vacation, among many other things, just you end up just being a tour guide for them for a good amount of days. And that's reciprocated if you ever visit someone else. I think other ones top of mind could be if it works for people's schedules, doing like a book club, or if people have remote flexible jobs, at least try to co-work with one another or do different things. But I think it's just finding dedicated time where people are aligned and being able to still find this community together, whether it's just streaming TV together or playing games together or just something that finds fulfillment for people at the end of the day. And there's not just like one answer to it altogether. The second part of this is probably just a side tangent on maintaining those alongside just new friendships and different things altogether. As you can see, it is very unstructured. I think for like long distance friendships and new people who enter your life, it's rather difficult because for new people, it's more so you have the proximity there. They might be more surface level at first, but as you see them more and more over time, you get sort of more comfortable with them. As you're not going to have like the same experience that, say, your schooling has over years, whether it's like K-12 or college or beyond that point. And from here, I think community is stemmed through being very involved in terms of whether it's, say, like volunteering or intramural sports or different clubs or different engagements at end of day, and being proactive in terms of, I wouldn't say making it part of your identity, but I'd say just making it a deliberate thing that you do and spend time with in terms of, I think for me, I'd like to think of it as like a hobby first and not necessarily like I'm here to make friends. But the hope for me, at least, is naturally like friends will come to you and that's reciprocated at the end of the day. But not necessarily the case. But I think the difficulty with maintaining like the long distance in addition to the ones in your proximity is more so just how much time you want to allocate with each. And there's not like a catch-all answer to that either, because end of day you value just different friendships to certain extents, and different friendships are deeper than others, and different ones are valuable in terms of whether they're a very surface level one or a deeper one or many different other things. And I can appreciate that I still have a lot of people where I still keep in touch with them and we still have conversations like this, among many other things. I think probably see where I'm at in terms of year's end. I think there's not a right or wrong answer by end of the year. I think it's more so just seeing with this finite time I have, just how I'll spend it, seeing it, and just experiencing life. Okay, I think left this off at a very ambiguous note. On the right side, it's not a depressing note, but I think it's just being comfortable with more the ambiguous nature of what's ahead and just doing my best in terms of the more maintaining the friendships that I have, but just continuing to put myself out there and join the meetups. Also like organizing different ones for communities that I'd like to build as well. I'll maybe make a video about that future, but right now for future meetups that I'm creating and different things, that's still in the works right now. But yeah, I think this has been a long enough brain dump of random stuff, but made it this far. Thanks for tuning in, and I might make semi-regular vids about this, but who knows, I might just live life, I guess. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. And as always, as Hank and John Green always say, don't forget to be awesome.